Hey, welcome to episode 118 of Tifosi Time, your favorite Serie A podcast. My name is Chris. I'm here with Dan and Pietro. Say hello.
Hey.
It is Monday night, 9 o'clock, 8:50 Eastern. We're a little early today. You should have heard our prep work today. I go, we're talking about Juventus, and you guys go, yep. we do have a lot to talk about.
To be fair, they have the most news.
Yes.
We haven't, talked about anything. So
yeah. So a lot of stuff happening off the field. I don't know. If you like what you hear, give us a follow, give us a like, leave us some comments.
No mention of Frank dodging us and
you know what? Frank misses so often that I'm just like, whatever. He comes when he can.
All day working.
Yeah, we don't know. To be fair, he's our brother and your son. We have no clue what state he is in right now.
We really don't. All I know is he was on a plane yesterday.
Yeah. Wait, also, Poot's in the chat. She might know where he is. So, Poot, if you're in the chat, tell us what state he's in, please. We have a lot to talk about. We're going to start with Juventus. We're going to start with the stuff off the field, I guess, right?
Yeah, we'll talk about the game after. Because I actually enjoyed that game. But we'll talk about the other stuff first.
So, as far as the game, which we'll get to, it was entertaining, no doubt about it, right? Like,
what's the best game?
Yeah, but the result, we'll get to it. Alexa said, or Poot says he's probably in one of the Carolinas. All right.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, North Carolina, I think.
Okay. All right. So we'll catch Frank next week. All right, Frank. Dan, you want to kick us off here?
Well, yeah. So we actually haven't spoken to you at all about this. So I'm curious to see what his thoughts are on the whole legal stuff that's going on with Juventus.
Basically, I thought there was a lot of written, a lot of talking about.
Well, yeah. So for
everybody's agree on one thing. Why they got to just Juventus?
Yeah, that's what I was reading too. Everyone's like, well, if Juventus is doing, that means everyone's doing it most likely.
All right. So I have thoughts on this stuff. So first of all, if you don't know, Juventus was deducted 15 points, and this was because the prosecutors in Turin had evidence, I guess, of them doing financial stuff with the Bruce Valenza capital gains, to make it seem like they're making more money on exchanging of players and all that kind of crap. So I guess they had evidence because Juventus' paperwork was not that good, and they had
all that said, Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
Prosecutor, besides, I think they say he spoke 44 minutes, which was 42 related to Juventus and 2 to CLO and everything else. All right.
Well, he didn't.
At the end of his talking, he suggested 9 points.
I know. Yeah, I was going to get to that.
Now, which usually when you go to another court, those 9 points they go down, and this court.
He suggested a 9-point deduction, and the court said, "No, we're going to give you 15 points." So,
why not?
That's a little ridiculous, right there.
Well, what's the deal with that, though? Like, what?
That's they say it's not the end.
No,
besides, according to their thing, because then there is the salary.
Yeah. So we'll get to that. Hold on.
What do you want for these people?
So Juventus, though, does have a month to appeal, which obviously they're going to do.
They did already.
We actually don't know what the prosecutor wrote down. Like we haven't actually seen the reports. No one's actually seen that. It's just what has come as a result of it. So I'm curious to see what it actually says. But on this point, if you're doing these exchanges of players, right, with valuations, you have a partner that you're working with, right? You have teams that you're working with. So if Juventus is doing something wrong, then the teams that they're doing these deals with are clearly doing something wrong too, right? Because if the 2 teams make an exchange,
it should be both ways.
It end up just Juventus. But the funny part, what it is, Daniel, this thing was already assault. They assault everybody else. Juventus and the other team.
Mm-hmm.
They say it's okay. Now they reopened the case, and they took everybody else But
Yeah, but it
Juventus.
doesn't mean they can't go back to more investigations of other teams. They can still do that.
Yeah, they can do everything. As a matter of fact,
Well,
now they talk about
Napoli.
Napoli with Osimhen.
Yeah, which was a terrible.
But if you look about this Procura de Torino, which I don't know what they have against Juventus. I mean, if you do Juventus, do everybody else, or the other Procura from Milano, Naples, do your stuff.
They do things terribly, and also what came from this is the suspensions of Agnelli, Nedved, Carabini, all the guys were gone anyway because they knew this was coming. But Baratici for 30 months can't come back. Not that he was going to come back, but
now his job's in jeopardy at Tottenham.
I think it should be. If you're doing that in that league, it should make you, clear in your league.
Now just think. Of course, it didn't end because he cannot end like this.
No, they're going to appeal.
They're going to become a left stack. This judge.
What?
You know what I mean? They say they're supposed to Valencia. Everybody, even in the European, Barcelona.
Barcelona's king of it. Yeah, Barcelona.
So,
I think what's going to end up happening is they're going to appeal, and the points they're going to lose points, but not 15. It's going to go down.
Hey, you know what I think? You know what I think the whole thing is? Since Juventus is the best team in Italy.
No, they're not.
The most
and they're going to make an example of
now, since they won everything, they cannot do nothing. They're trying to kill them like that.
I think they're going to try to make an example of them, which they have.
Ceferin, the UEFA tried to, because he's in conflict with Agnelli, they try to mix everything.
Well, yeah,
But to condemn someone, you have to look at everybody else, not just Juventus.
No, you're right. It happens everywhere.
So that's why I think it's going to end up in nothing.
No, I don't think
I want to suggest one thing. I want to suggest, if I could, Juventus, I want to go to play to foreign championship. Let's see what they would do in Italy without Juventus in there.
Oh, you're saying join another league?
To go another league.
Yeah, well, that Super League is kind of not there.
They could, but they could not because of the UEFA or things like that. And this is all what happened is because Ceferin UEFA is Agnelli want to do the Super League.
Yeah,
and now they try to get a name and everything.
Wait, so let me ask you.
Because before there was about 10 teams and they were assaulted, all of them. I say, but now when they reopen the case, they have 2 interceptions. One, Agnelli spoke to welcome to say, and one, but you're just talking on the floor.
Yeah, but the things they're saying is not good.
Wait, but let me ask you.
Yeah, but I think you cannot prove.
So
you don't prove anything.
Wait, but you don't think they're going to lose any points after this appeal?
One point. I don't understand. The point is not how many points they give it to Juventus. You're going to get everybody else or not?
They're not.
Oh, yeah, that's his point. Is I want it to be fair. If you're going to do it to them, do it to everybody.
Why you get to Juventus for?
Well, so they opened up the Napoli.
Oh, you know what happened with those men in Naples? They pay him 50 million a 4 player, 5 million each. But it's a 4 player. Some people they don't even move for. They don't even went to the
4 players, 4 youngsters who they loaned out and terminated contracts. They're worth 0. They're worth nothing, and they counted them as money. It was a terrible deal.
Yeah, but who was?
So whatever it is, you get everybody if you want to do something.
Who's the guy?
Nice.
Who's the guy we always make fun of? 20 million. Shit. Genoa.
Who?
Genoa.
Oh,
Portanova. He's worth 20 million.
No, but that's the type of deals.
Portanova. Now they're going to put. You know what they put out
in jail?
They're going to put because he was arrested for rape.
Yeah. Wait, really?
Juventus fault.
He hasn't been playing because he's investigated for rape.
Oh my God, what an ass! Bruce Valenza, Chris. I had my joke earlier, Bruce Valanche, but you don't know who that is. Google him when you get a chance. Whoopee for the block. That's all I'll say.
Anyway, just to one point. Just to one point, and I have to say what what you take Juventus for. If Juventus did the pros for Lens, there is another 10 team that did the same thing.
Yes, we all agree with that. There's people who.
No, that's the thing. Why you? It's the form that doesn't say that.
Time out. Why do you want me to Google Bruce Fletch?
I was just making fun. I don't care about Bruce Valencia. I'd rather care about Bruce.
No, because that's ridiculous.
Gotcha.
You know, I could understand if they would have taken Juventus at the other team and say Juventus 15 points, the other 10 points, you know, divide something like that.
So here's the thing, though. Like, I don't think it's going to get reduced. They're going to appeal, whatever. I think the evidence is there. They should get deducted points. But this is just for the evaluations. This doesn't even go into the salaries that they, didn't pay during COVID, or people took their, pay cuts and all that kind of stuff, and that wasn't financed correctly either. So there's even going to be even more investigation on that end, where people are saying, "Ooh, will they get kicked out of Europe now?" Because
hey, Daniel, about this, Daniel. Juventus, when there was a deal about remember, there was a COVID time, no spectator, no nothing. So maybe they didn't have enough money at that time, and they say they say the player, they say we give up one salary, 1 month, right?
Yeah, they defer.
And they went to say this is 3 months. It's we not pay you. We're going to pay you in the future. Inter won the championship without to play people.
Yeah, I don't know why they're. I mean, again, your point is that they're getting picked on. People are just looking at them when there's other teams doing it. I'm just saying they're going to get hit the hardest because everyone looks at them, because they're the top, and everyone wants to take down the top. So,
the thing is it fair or not? Is it right
no,
or
I
not?
don't think it's fair. You're right.
But not because we are Juventus to say, if you take everybody, all right, fine.
Mm-hmm.
I just had a picture of Bruce Fletch and Boot goes, "What is that picture?"
It was my stupid joke. Anyway, so that's what they got going on. We're going to hear things. I think it's going to move quickly because, again, the appeal has to be within 30 days and all this kind of crap. So we'll see that stuff move quickly. 15 points now brings them to 10th place.
Behind Empoli.
Yeah, but
already we took 1 point to Inter.
Wow, yeah, that's true because Inter lost. Yeah. But no, I mean, you're looking at 4th place now. You're not looking at anything else.
You know what I tell you? I tell you one thing. We don't like Allegri, right? Mm-hmm. Allegri, some spot is the best because you know what to say. You say, "Hey guys," you say to the player, could be an opportunity for us to show who we are. True. In other words, even with 15 points, maybe we try to get whatever.
Wait. I agree with that, but then also you look at what did he say to the players in the game versus Napoli, because they weren't ready at all. So he takes the credit for saying something with the 15 points, but he's got to take a little bit of the blame for the preparation.
Yeah, no, as a technical, we don't like what he's.
Yeah. No, I think he's good in the press conference.
Keep the team together.
Yeah, I agree too. But wait,
the circumstance with it's good. It's not everybody. Because a lot of coach, the whole thing they do, they complain. All of them.
Mm-hmm.
They never say, it's a right we lost because they play better.
Wait, but time out. We'll get to the table at the end. But right now they have 23 points. Rome has 37. You guys honestly think they have a chance at 4th place?
Yeah, why not?
I think they still have a chance. I don't think it's going to happen. If it pays 15 points, it's not going to happen.
I don't know, dude. That's a lot. I mean, it could happen.
I think there was in the past. There was a Regina with 15 points. Yeah, they got to stay in Serie A. 50 points back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not impossible. I'm just saying it's going to be very, very difficult.
Well, the other team, except Napoli, the other team, they're great.
No, everyone's beatable.
And Inter lost today with Empoli.
Yeah.
Milan is sacked right now.
Everyone is beatable. He's right. There's no teams that scare you besides Napoli.
Napoli's scary.
But
what's his name? Even Roma doesn't have a Zaniolo now, already broken.
Yeah.
Without Roma, without the Bala, it's nothing.
Yeah. Well, let's talk now about the actual game, Atalanta versus Juventus, because to me, I actually really enjoyed this game. It was a 3-3 draw for those who didn't see.
It was entertaining.
Very entertaining on both ends. I think Juventus had the better of the play. They had the better chances. They were actually trying to attack. I think Szczesny let in a really crappy goal in the beginning of the game.
The second one, Danilo came to them.
Danilo gives the ball away 30 seconds in the second half.
And the third one, Sandro just loses his mark.
Third one, Sandro's not marking Lukman at all.
That's Sandro. He did mark well, but it happened.
No, but Lukman is not known to score with his head. Like, you just don't guard the guy. He's going to score.
You just let him go.
Yeah, but the thing was the alternative, the result. First Atalanta, then Juventus 2-1, then Atalanta 3-2.
Yeah, it's back and forth.
Then us 3-3. And the best of all, what's his name? Meret missed that shit.
Mm. Yeah, no.
Put it before 3.
I like the way they play. I still think Allegri gets it wrong putting McKennie on the wing. He's useless.
Yeah.
Like, what is he doing there? He's useless.
I thought Fagioli had a nice game.
Fagioli needs to play every minute of every game. We've said that. He played really good. Di Maria, we've been bragging on him, but the guy's actually been playing and producing. He's been playing really well.
Their defense is shit, man.
Huh?
Their defense is shit.
They let up 3 goals all season home, and then they let up 3 goals in that game by itself. So they doubled their goals against at home. I'm disappointed.
The best part, all the Atalanta changes, it's Damiro went in. They were 1-0.
I know, right? Yeah, because they got the injury, and Demirel came in, and they started letting it go.
I think Atalanta missed Coop Myers for sure.
Coop Myers was suspended for the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you see, I saw one thing. Because for what happened during the week, I never saw Juventus play like that. They really want to win.
Yeah, but so let me ask you, why?
Because they had a point to prove.
And now they keep on playing like that. Believe me, we have a chance.
They should be proving a point every week. Everyone.
Yeah, but now maybe you need to sometimes they need to do much cartoon.
Yeah, some people need extra motivation.
Some people first they have to score and then they start to play. Now they saw what they did to Juventus and maybe they tried their best. They say, all right, 15 points. Oh, even if Vlahovic which not play, say we don't care as long even you take a point for us, maybe we still hard. Everybody tries to get something,
It just sucks because that was their most entertaining game of the season, and they still tied.
Yeah, but against a good team, it's not like Atalanta's a crappy team.
I'm here. You guys hear me?
I don't know what Frank is doing. He's trying to join. I kind of hear him. I don't see him. He doesn't have a video.
Yeah, like I say, next week we're going to have the Pogba and Vlahovic.
Oh, yeah?
Then we'll see.
Maybe the bench. As long as they show up, they start to show up.
Listen, Chris, you have to admit, with Pogba and Vlahovic back, and if you can get Chiesa to start a freaking game, that team is scary, and they can definitely make up 15 points.
Hey, Frank, go, Frank.
Yeah.
You guys hear?
Frank, you just ate.
Yeah.
We can hear you, Frank. Pooh, you're in chat. Can you hear him?
Oh, you look sleeping.
I got up at 3 o'clock this morning to go to the airport.
Yeah, at the airport.
Yeah, 3 o'clock.
Jeez.
Frank, what are your thoughts on, since we kind of rambled on the minus 15 points and also the game? I'm going to let you talk while I go to the bathroom real quick because I forgot to go before we started. So you let us know what your thoughts are on everything.
On what, the 15 points or the game?
Both.
I think the 15 points is kind of a joke. I think it's just an example of trying to use Juventus as some kind of example when other teams do this crap, the same crap all the time. I don't think it'll hold up. I think it'll get reduced. I think it'll probably.
Frank, it's not even an example. I think they hate Juventus.
Well, that's what I mean.
It's not even because the form is ridiculous. Why you get to the other team too?
Yeah. And it's the prosecutor asked for 9 and the guy gives 15.
Yeah.
How does that make sense? Like, I've never heard of
Usually
such a
when
thing.
you go another court, they low.
So I think it's going to get reduced. I think they're going to end up ending maybe 6 points. But they still, if they get 6 points, they got to take it from other people too.
Yeah, right. It's not the 6 point or 5 point or 3 point or maybe. See, either you take everybody or you not take nobody.
Yeah.
So I think
like you did in the beginning, before they were assault before. They say, all right, everybody's okay. Now you open it, they got Juventus.
Which I don't also understand. Like, whatever happened to you can't be prosecuted twice for the same thing.
Yeah, twice they can.
Twice for the same thing. The prosecutor asked for 9 points. The guy gives him 15. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, it can't. And this is why Juventus. Then they try to go to like the Super League because Italy doesn't even treat them like. At least baseball treats the Yankees like the Yankees. Like, teams hate them or whatever, but they don't outwardly try to make them look like crap. Serie A is like all these people trying to like act like they're all criminals. It's the dumbest thing ever.
What team do you think the judge supports? That's what
exactly, Dan. Exactly. The prosecutor's like, give me 9 points. Nah, we're gonna give him 15.
I'm a Inter fan. You're getting 15.
That's actually interesting. Do we know where the judge is from?
The prosecutor say 9 points. He has to be bad. And the other guy said, no, it has to be more.
That's what
where is the judge from?
The judge one is going to be no 15, 25.
Where's the court? What city is the court in?
Torino. It was Torino. It's Turin.
Guarantee the judge from Naples or an Inter fan.
Now the Procura Napoli, they opened, but they gave 6 months. In 6 months, they talk about you.
Exactly. And Think about that. They take the points away from Juventus. They put them 15 points behind. Right? And then what? We're going to figure it out later? Whereas Napoli gets 6 months when the tournament's done. Like, it's just so many unfair things about it.
Yeah, but they also had more evidence against Juventus. Like, they were
this is what happened, Frank. Now you see Juventus. They tried to get into Napoli too. This it look like Inter wants another carton.
Maybe
carton. But today
Inter wants to, maybe Inter wants to win another one on Twitter. I don't know. I think
the long-term effect of this, because if you get 15 points deducted, it's very hard for you to get in 4th place, right? Next year. And then also they have the salary thing that they have to talk about too, which could be another thing where they say, hey, guess what? No European tournaments too, because of salary. So you're talking maybe 2 years of
they're trying to punish them big time as a team. And I gotta say, like, my first reaction was, I didn't read the paper or anything and see what but honestly it just took, for me as a Juventus fan, it just kind of took a lot of the enthusiasm for the season away from me. So I was like, this is just bullshit, like, it's stupid. I was already mad at how they played at Napoli, right? But I wouldn't be mad at my team for not playing good. But when you got all this other crap too, I'm just like, you know what? Like,
but to what you guys are saying, I don't really care about the season, honestly. It's the future, because now you're eliminating all that money that they're going to get. And Vlahovic is going to leave.
Listen to me. They already start. If Juventus doesn't go at the Champions League or UEFA, Vlahovic is going to leave. Leave.
That's what I mean.
These are and I'm going to show that. You know why I'm going to show that? Because Juventus approved in Serie B, Del Piero thinks they stay.
But that was a different time. I think Chiesa might stay.
Chiesa could be staying.
Chiesa might stay.
Same man. What?
Because I think it might need to happen to get a full, fresh start. They might have to suffer this so that they can get back on track.
I thought they were already decided they were going to clean house anyway.
No, but I'm saying, like, totally. Like, if you get screwed on every end, your only choice is to restart everything.
Yeah, because, hey, Frank, whatever you say, right?
I can't hear you.
Whatever you say, Frank, the player, they really go up with the DNA Juventus. I know some of them, they cannot play Juventus. But some, see Danilo, they get like,
Yeah.
They like,
Get an attachment.
But economically, it doesn't even make sense for Juventus to keep some of these people if they're going to be like, you know what I mean? If they have 2 years before they can rebuild, like, what's the point?
But they have the contract, Frank. They have the contract.
But they might sell them to try to make money.
No, yeah, Baba, that would be wrong.
No, you're right. Some players are going to want to stay, but guys like Vlahovic, who are already wanted by other teams, he's gone. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he already came to Juventus, right? Like, that was the thing. I want to go to Juventus, right? Like, that was the thing. I want to go to Juventus. He's been there, but he's been there.
Want to leave, we get to some money, 100 million or whatever.
Yeah, but you guys, we want him on the team, no?
Yeah, we want him. Yeah, we want him on the team. Juventus have a hard time get players of caliber. Like just because he's been hurt, like, you're not going to be able to replace him.
But Frank, you have to think one thing. Some people, I know there is this team that offer million here, million there. But some people, sometimes it's better to stay where they are.
Sometimes.
Take, for example, Skriniar. What is it they talk about PCG? 1 year, 1 year and a half? Since they talk about to go in there, Skriniar is playing bad.
Yeah, anyway.
So
Frank, do you have any...
for him, it would be better to stay in Inter.
Frank, do you have any comments on the actual game or what?
Yeah, I heard the tail end of what you guys were saying, so I was trying to enjoy it without the camera so I could, be half asleep. So I was hearing what you guys were saying, and I get, they showed some heart.
Oh, you better sleep. You are here, listen.
Yeah, you guys can hear me, though, so I put the camera on. What do you call it? They showed some heart, that I'll give him. But, like, still, the problem I had, I actually wasn't that happy with that game because the goals they gave up, like, I'm sorry, like, I'm tired of seeing the same bullshit lead to goals against Juventus. Like Sandro sucks ass. Like, he sucks.
No, but tell the truth, listen, that at the end, lately, I didn't, it's not that bad.
But listen, the goals was his. The one goal where he didn't jump with the guy.
The goal, he didn't jump, right?
Well, yeah.
But that's I give it the merit to the forward.
No.
Time
out.
No.
Time out. Not only did he not jump, he didn't even follow the guy.
Yeah,
he didn't even follow.
No, because he came from behind.
Please.
Yeah, no,
so
but
that's awareness. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
That's
my point. And then it gets me all angry about Allegri because he's got to know the defenders he put on the field. Like, those 3 defenders, like, when one of them's Sandro, you're going to have issues like that. Like, and then, and there's other parts. I was too focused on the negative. Like, I was focused on, okay, like, you're just proving again, like, Fagioli should play every game. Like we said, why wasn't he playing against Napoli? Because you're an idiot. Like, there's certain things that, like, yeah, they may feel a little better for 60 minutes or a game. But to me, they're problems that aren't going to go away as long as Allegri's there.
A wrong position,
McKen. Yeah. But he pisses me off the most at all. Everything that he does.
On the wing. That's what it comes down to. We said it's formation. It's where he's putting players. That's the root of the problem.
So to me, that's what I was. I was still there. Problem is still there.
Has to put more stamina. If you want to play Juventus.
Yeah, well, Moretti is also putting him up front for Di Maria, though. Putting him up front for Di Maria, though. Really in the middle. Also not putting really in the middle of everything.
I mean, you have to do the best of you. Not to do
but I don't know. To me, I'm so focused on the problems that are there. Like, 60 minutes or half of good soccer. Like, I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know. It's still we got the same problem. It's still we got the same
problem. Tell you something about Moretti, he wants to play like Rivera or someone for the play. He's not kind of player. It's okay to play good. He has to put a ball on the field. He wants to run. But if he wants to play like Baggio the Pier, he cannot.
Yeah, but I think that's the thing. I don't know. I'm not there. I think Allegri's the one who's putting that in Moretti's head. Because of where he's putting him going in for Di Maria, like when Moretti when I saw Moretti 2 summers ago on the small team, he was playing in the middle of the field, winning the ball. He was playing in the middle of the field, winning the ball, playing the ball. You're putting him in for Di Maria, and he's trying to act like he's not a bad player. He's got technique. Like, he's not a bad player.
He's okay,
but he's not Baggio, right? So like, and he's
got a lot of growing to do, right? Where he gets more consistent, and doesn't make basic mistakes. But my thing is, is that Allegri?
I say myself about Fagioli. I mean, there to put more stamina, more grinta.
Yeah.
But Fagioli is doing stuff right now.
Right.
He's passing, he's fighting when he has to fight.
Okay.
I didn't see him fight.
Pause for 1 second. Let's just try not to talk over each other because, Frank, you are getting a little echo and it's going to be hard to understand. So
yeah, and if
try
it
not
gets
to
too
talk
bad,
over
I can hang up too because I'm on my phone. If it gets too bad.
Anyway, Frank, question. About Juventus, what paper did you read or what television did you see?
No, I saw it on the 15-point thing.
Where?
What are you talking about? What did I read?
No, for that situation, you went to it.
I just watched some videos online. That's why I didn't read it. I didn't read
English video, right?
Both.
For Italian?
Yeah.
We'll see. It's gonna come up, relatively soon. We'll have another ruling on it, and hopefully they don't get screwed. I think they are going to get screwed.
I think they're going to get because, like you said, what's the end? What are they trying to prove by this? I still don't understand.
Listen, about the technical part. One goal, it was Bremer's fault because if Bremer was more smart, he would have put that guy offside. The guy scored.
Yeah, but
Mahel because he didn't. He left him in play.
Okay, but you're gonna blame Bremer for leaving offsides onside when Danilo gives the worst pass I've ever seen in professional soccer.
It was a giveaway.
The Mel score. If he wasn't the middle of Bremer, if you want to move a little bit up, what's that? He would be offside because he didn't get questioned from question the offside. If you would move a little bit up, because he wasn't far from him.
Okay.
No,
I understand what you're saying, but how can you put the blame on him when it was the worst pass in the world?
I think they're both good examples. I agree with Chris. The giveaway was worse, but then if Bremer was playing in form, maybe he would have moved up earlier too and saved it with the, that's the thing. I don't really take a lot of. First of all, Juventus was down 1-0, then they were up 2-1, then they went down 3-2. Like that's not a good game for a team that's supposed to pride itself on not giving up goals. Yeah. They've given up 8 goals now in 2 games after giving up 0 in 8 games, right? So, who are you? Like, what's your identity? Like, you have McKennie in the wrong spot. You have, there's just so many things that are, and then even his sub, he took out Fagioli and left McKennie in. Why? It's just like I can't. I've gotten to the point where I watch the games and I just nitpick all the crap I don't like. I don't even enjoy them because I'm just like, I don't know.
You've always been like that.
But I will say, Dan, did I fall asleep this week?
Did you fall asleep during the game? No,
I did not. I stayed awake the whole time. I'm proud of myself. Do we want to move on?
Yes.
That's good.
You said today about.
That's good.
I saw you.
I mean, did you guys think Atalanta played that good? Do you think Atalanta played that good? I didn't think they played that good.
No, we played better than that.
Yeah, I think Juventus played the better of the game.
We played better than that, my friend.
Then what?
I think he's having connection issues.
You're not going to agree? We played better.
Yeah, I don't think Atalanta that good. Can you guys hear me? No,
Oh,
can you guys hear me?
How many save he did?
A couple, like 1 or 2.
Yeah. And
how many more should he have done because it hit his hands?
Yeah, Dom texted. He said they shut everyone down.
Inter Empoli, right? I like the winter.
The winter.
Juventus.
So let's move to that game. Enough about Juventus. Inter lost 1-0 today against Empoli. They were a man down because Skriniar got 2 yellow cards before the 40th minute. So they played 60 minutes with a man down. But even before the red card, Empoli had chances, good quality chances. And
hey, Daniel, what do you think about the play? The Inter defender was killed Caputo with with the.
I didn't see that. So
I think that was a penalty.
So Caputo had a
That was a penalty.
Yeah, I was crying.
That was a penalty.
But
wait, he had a head wrap. What happened? What happened?
He got hit in the head and he was bleeding all over.
Yeah, but wait. Was it just a head collision?
No, Caputo was in a cross. Caputo went with the head, and the Inter defender he got to get the ball, but with his foot high on the head.
Yeah, but he got the ball, right?
No, he got his
head. He's
bleeding everywhere.
Yeah, but so what? I mean, what do you want? So what do you?
So Skriniar got a second yellow for the same thing, hitting his.
Skriniar got twice like that, 3 times, man. Twice. The second time they throw off 3 times.
But as far as Empoli, I
think that's
they killed Caputo. You know, harsh. Today they killed Caputo. Just mock him. But he was good. He played good. But they kill him.
Frank, just try to cut your camera feed and just talk. Maybe it'll be better.
That's what I was trying to do before. Like.
So, like I was saying though, like.
Can you hear me without?
Can
you hear me without?
Yeah, that's better. Right. Well, what was I going to say?
Better. I don't see him.
It's fine. You don't have to see him. Onana on the goal that Empoli scored was bad. That was bad. You know, the shot right underneath him. I know it was a low, hard shot. And that kid's got 4 goals, that young kid for Empoli. Like, people are taking...
Oh, that was a Papara from Onana.
Yeah, he should have saved that.
He's legit, though, that kid.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of the talented few who's not going to stay on. Yeah, he's not going to stay on Empoli. Someone's going to buy him. They're going to buy Vicario, Parisi, him. You know, they're not going to keep those guys. But that's what?
Caputo,
yeah, the Asian.
Yeah, and that's why a team like Empoli is never going to be able to replace those guys.
Yeah. But this is a terrible result for Inter because you think about it. Like, you know, Milan still hasn't played their game. They play tomorrow. Juventus gets deducted 15 points. You have a chance to jump, and you lose 1-0 to Empoli, who's a decent team. They're not a great team.
Yeah, but see, I don't like. You know what's the best part of that game? I don't know if you saw the game. When they got 10 people, Inter, what's his name? Inzaghi put Bellanova. Bellanova was play with Empoli.
Yeah.
All the time he got the ball, kick it to the goalie.
He had a bad
one of them was a score.
It's hard to put in somebody who barely.
I mean, that was the best substitution I saw.
Yeah, I mean, so someone who never plays, and you're saying, okay,
you see, I would, if I was a coach, I know you have to think about the demoralize the player, things like that. But if I was a coach, maybe even I put him in, I would have taken him out because he wasn't doing nothing for me.
Mm.
But maybe, he thought, I will demoralize the guy. I mean, he didn't do nothing.
Mm.
It's damage, ball back.
It's a terrible result. Now, the one thing that you're hearing from Inter and the rumors is they really want Scalvini because Skriniar apparently is going. They
want to Daniel.
Yeah.
Listen to this. Going back to the 15 points Juventus. Inter wants Scalvini. Scalvini, you know how much they want us Atalanta? 40 million.
Yeah.
Now, in June, Inter has to pay 60 million, otherwise it's out. That's them. That's why he has to sell people.
Well,
how you buy 40 million when you have to sell people?
There's English teams that want Scalvini. So once there's the English teams involved, you're screwed. So Atalant's going to get the money that they want. If Inter doesn't have it, somebody else.
No, they get for somebody else, but not from Inter.
Exactly.
I don't want him to stay in Italy, though.
I want him to stay in Italy too.
That's the problem now. Now we have all these Italians leaving even the young Italians are leaving Serie A. So it's kind of like, what are we going to end up being, like the MLS?
It sucks. It's
we
like
can't even young Italians.
You know how much they want before for Zaniolo?
Well, they wanted 40.
50, 60. Now you know how much they need to
35, 40.
Yeah, 20.
Yeah, but like, does anyone else have a problem with that? That like Italy can't even keep the young Italians now?
It sucks.
That's the way it is. It's England has way too much power.
Like at 18, 20, these guys got to leave and go play in England.
And then you know what I understand, Frank? When you talk about a fair play, England does whatever they spend in soccer.
Yeah, but they're making so much
But
money.
they make a lot more money.
Why they make all this 100
TV.
million?
Because of TV
They're
money.
Any player scored 100 million for England. And then they play us and they lose. Come on.
Listen, you see these bottom tier teams in England buying players for $30 million, and you're just like, what the hell, man?
Yeah.
The
problem is Italy's going to have to really figure that out, though.
Drop the other people to it.
But Italy's got to figure that out, right? Like, they can't lose even.
But I don't think it's going to come from Italy. It's going to be UEFA's going to have to. They're going to have to figure something out with the spending differences of England and everybody else because nobody can compete. There is a Super League. It's the EPL.
Yeah.
Like it's
but what? So do you think UEFA would step in? Like, what?
I think they have to. Like, if they want it competitive, the only thing that's going to happen is if they set some sort of rules or parameters.
They're not going to.
Even PSG, they keep trying to get people like Scribner and stuff. He's not going to play there.
Skriniar.
Why do you even want him? Like, why are you even trying to get him? You have 40 players.
If I'm Inter, I'm getting rid of him anyway. Go ahead.
I would get rid of him, but I'm saying, why do they even want him? Just because they can?
Because they have too much money, Frank.
That's what I mean. Just because they can? Like, why do you want him?
And if you see Kessie over there in Barcelona, teams like that, like he doesn't play. They want to get rid of him. Like he doesn't play. Like,
well, that's what's going to happen. The players are going to go there for a year or two to these teams and say, send me back to a place I can play.
Yeah, it's the same thing that happened with Ronaldo. You know, he didn't play anything,
Did you read about Ronaldo? Ronaldo in Arab, Saudi Arabia, they whistled him. They because he tried to dribble and he could not do. They say even in there he cannot dribble.
They're hazing Ronaldo.
He has fans and haters everywhere.
That guy. I mean, listen, we were not fans of him, but that guy's getting a raw deal.
Yeah,
he's getting attacked by everyone.
And people who think he can't play are insane. He can still play.
Give me a break. What happened? See, the thing is with Ronaldo, though. Here's the thing: his game was always based on being in shape physically.
Yeah.
Right, being an athlete. So once that declines, he will lose a lot of his game. Right, when he can't jump more than everybody else. But you're telling me he still can't jump more than the Arab League? Come on.
Even Frankie, it's decline. You saw even with the Portugal.
Yeah.
Even in the national team, they didn't respect him.
Well, because any sport, if your game is based on, if your greatness is based on athleticism, as you get old, you can't have that same athleticism. So your game gets worse.
You lose your speed and
yeah. It wasn't like he was the most technical one. You know what I mean?
Well,
he was still good, but he wasn't Messi, right? With the ball
all the time. But anyway, I don't know why we're talking about Ronaldo. Inter. Like I said, Skriniar, the one thing is saying that if they do get rid of him, they can get rid of him now for like 10, 15 million to PSG if they want to get rid of him mid-season. But he's definitely gone. Like he's not staying there.
Just take the cash if I was Inter. Just take it and move on.
PSG literally said, we thought we had him last summer.
Yeah. So, I mean, he's and you're right, Chris. If I'm trying to get Scalvini and I need an extra $15 million, I'm selling him.
Well, let me ask you, Scalvini, like you're saying, okay, we can't compete with English teams. Like, why? It's a guarantee he's going to go to an English team. He's going to play Scalvini.
Not that he's going to play, but he's going to
guarantee that he's going to get.
Well, there used to be where people had their agents, whoever was giving them advice, would understand. Like when you're 19, 20, you got to play. Like you got to make yourself unknown until 24, 25, then go to
money talks, Frank.
Yeah, agents are all about getting as much money.
Yeah, but here's the thing, like agents, like he would make his $3 million a year in Italy. What are they going to pay him? $7 million? He hasn't done anything yet.
I'm thinking $4 or $5 million a year.
Yeah. England will do that.
Why? I mean, the guy's 19. What has he done to get $5 million a year?
He's good.
He's a good player.
You know? And that's not that crazy in England, that money, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, let's go to other games. Chris, read some other games and we'll talk about them.
All right, I'll go from the top here. Verona beat Lecce 2-0. I don't know if you want to say anything about that game.
Verona beat Lecce 2. No. Montiplo made some saves, actually. He made some good saves.
I will say that I think Torino and another team are fighting over Illich, which kind of sucks.
Oh, Marseille in France.
Yeah, I saw some English team that got it.
Yeah, they're going to get it.
No, Marseille. Tudor is getting him.
Yeah.
Which for 15 plus $3 million in bonus.
How's Tudor doing in Marseille?
They're good. They're top 4.
That's good.
It just sucks to again see another young guy. He's not Italian, but he's going to leave.
Yeah,
it sucks. You know?
No, they're gonna have to figure that out because we used to make fun of MLS, but we're slowly on the thing. We might end up being the same thing.
Yeah. Napoli beat Salernitana 2-0. Napoli's machine.
The story on this one is we mentioned last week of Salernitana firing their coach, and then literally the day after they rehired him. Because
remember we called this when they fired him. We're like, that was the dumbest move. He's going to come back in like a couple weeks, literally a day. Did they ever say why?
The owner admitted to his mistakes and said, "I made a mistake. I'm going to get him back."
Well, no. That, and I read that they couldn't finalize contracts with 2 other guys they were talking with.
But also the stuff he was getting from the fans and everybody, like, I put pressure on him because nobody was happy with the decision.
He didn't deserve to get fired. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
well, so what is he? Just a hothead Italian that fired him one day randomly at dinner and then was like, "Oh shit."
8-2 to Atalanta, like, you probably are pissed off. Yeah,
you're pissed off, but like you can't run an organization on a reaction, emotional reaction.
Yeah, that's true, but anyway,
good or bad,
he made the correction, which is good.
That's like if they would have won 8-2, would you give them a 10-year extension for life? Like, you don't do that either, right? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Osimhen scored again. He also had another goal taken away. He's got 13 goals in the season. I
feel like he's gonna win it this year easily. Like, no one's gonna.
Well, Frank, you say that, but he's always hurt, so there's always a chance.
Well, yeah, that's true too.
Yeah,
but do you see anyone else this year? Like,
I mean, Lookman's got a lot. He's got like 11.
Yeah, Lookman's a winger. He's got 10. I guarantee he ends up with 14.
No, Lookman's got 11, and he's going to get way more than 14.
Frank,
all right, we'll see.
His penalties alone, he's going to get.
You guys had I forget who it was last year. You guys made the same thing. There was someone who had 8, and I was like, I think he's going to end up with 12, and he ended up with 12. I forget who the hell it was.
No, we made a bet, Frank, and you said the under, and I won it because he got the over. I forget who it was, too, but you were way off on it. I won that bet, Frank.
Are we talking about the same one? Because I feel like one I won.
We're talking about the same one. You were wrong on that one.
All right. Moving on, Torino beat Fiorentina 1-0. Mirinchuk, nice goal. I saw the highlights.
A nice goal, but also Milinkovic-Savic made some nice saves for Torino. And Torino got their goal, and they don't go forward a lot, but they fouled the shit out of Fiorentina. They had like 24 fouls against, like they always do, and they don't let you play. And that's just a 1-0 game.
Yeah, but is anyone else surprised? Like, I actually thought, like, Juric we love, but not because he fouls the crap out of it. Like, usually they have more play too.
No, but I'm saying they have a style. They know what they are, and they do it.
So we were talking about Juventus identity. They don't have one. Torino has one.
Yeah.
And then also, Jovic had a really good opportunity at the end of the game, and Zema, had a nice total that saved the goal. That it could have been a draw.
Yeah. I think we have to hurry this up because we're tiring Frank right now. Results. That was a yawn, by the way.
You heard me yawn?
Yeah. Udinese beat Samp 1-0. I didn't see any of this game.
Samp actually had tons of chances. They can't hit the net, but they could have had.
Samp to play good.
They could have had like 6 goals. Yeah.
Okay. Monza tied Sassuolo 1-1.
Yeah, I mean, Berardi could have scored 3 goals himself. And Caprari scored a really nice goal. He's played really well for Monza.
Monza's put together like we said they would. They started to put together consistent results and got themselves out of the bottom.
But Frank, if you look at the roster, it's actually
not bad.
Pretty decent. Like, it's solid. No. Roma beat Spezia 2-0. We mentioned that, I thought.
So Dybala 2 assists. They do nothing without Dybala. Also, Abraham's goal. I mean, he dribbled a defender who was like he wasn't even there. It was
he made him look stupid.
Terrible defending.
Yeah.
But the big news in that is Zaniolo is pretty much on his way out. He doesn't want to stay there, but they're having a hard time getting the money.
So
that they want.
I read 2 destinations, either Milan or Spurs.
Yeah, Tottenham or Milan. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he goes anywhere though, because I don't think anyone's going to give him the money.
I can see Paratici and Conte buying.
I don't know though, because I'm hearing now Conte is leaving this summer, so I don't know.
Because if he went over there, don't you think he'd have I would think he would have the same turnaround as like Kovalevsky with Conte.
There's no spot for him over there.
Well, I'm assuming they would.
No, they would find room.
I was assuming they would find a spot.
Yes, a lot of people they go abroad, they don't play.
Yeah, I think exactly. I don't think he'll play.
No, I disagree.
Well, where's Quote's going?
I don't think they're gonna renew him.
You're hearing a lot of rumors of him on the way out.
Yeah.
Back to
he likes to complain.
Yeah, he's got that 3-year shelf life.
Yeah. Let's see. Moving on. Bologna tied Cremonese 1-1.
Kenny Kesh had an own goal in this game. My favorite player.
Shocker.
He almost had a second one too. He had another one he had one hit off of him for a goal, and then he had a second one blasted off of him, and another defender cleared it off the line.
Who's that?
Kenny Kesh, my favorite defender.
He's so bad. I wouldn't even take him in the MLS. He's not good. I don't know.
You haven't hated him for years.
Almost 2 long. He's not good.
Dan, how long have we seriously been not like him as a player?
Does he make no money? Why has he been in the league?
Who is this guy, Dan?
The bald guy.
The bald guy. That was
the guy Ludinese gave it to.
No. The one Sassuolo. He was defender last year. Now he's on Cremonese. He's terrible.
Shit. That guy's been 2 years or 3 years.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. How is he still in the league? Does he get like $200,000?
I don't know. Maybe he's a
good he made some saves, but
he always makes saves.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow, Lazio and Milan.
But tomorrow, Lazio Milan, what is Coppa Italia or Campionato?
No, that's
that's
the league.
Season.
Campionato.
Yeah.
How come they play Tuesday?
I don't know.
I can't. And this is another thing. I know I said this to you guys. I just want the games to go back Sunday.
That's never
I know it never will.
I like Saturday, Sunday. I don't like weekday games.
I can deal Saturday. Saturday, Sunday is good now that we can see them. But like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm just like.
But it's the same thing in NFL Monday Night Football.
I can watch
I don't like that either.
Every day. But I don't watch all of them.
Why? You're retired. You should watch them all.
Yeah, but all of them, you kidding?
I can tell. I'm the only one that watches on this freaking podcast. You guys don't even know what you're talking
I
about.
mean,
I got the habit to watch on YouTube.
To be fair, I try to watch. I think I have mono. I don't know.
What? Every time.
You're funny.
All right. Let's move on to the table.
Really quick though, that game, like Milan's not playing good. Lazio doesn't have a Immobile. Like I don't have high expectations for either of those teams.
I think Milan. We did predictions for that game.
No, I say Lazio. Listen.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go to the table, Chris.
Table. We got Napoli 50 points, followed by Milan with 38. Oh my gosh! And then Inter Rome have 37. Juventus is in 10th with 23. Bottom three, you got Verona, Samp, Cremonese, 12, 9, and 8.
Is Juventus mathematically out of first place with this 15-point reduction yet?
No, not yet.
They're 27 points behind or something, right?
Yeah, 27.
That's crazy.
With 60 points available.
I mean, they're not mathematically, but...
Wait, yeah. How many points are available, right? If they have... How many games they have left?
20 games?
Well, they played 19.
And there's 38 games, right?
So 19 now, 19 left. So you don't even have
57 points.
It's 50, yeah, that's a lot. I don't know. Top 4 is going to be very hard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's not happening.
Yeah.
Pogba, the savior, is coming back. Don't worry.
Yeah, great.
Man, how cool is it going to be seeing Juventus in the Conference League next year? How cool is that?
Yeah, they don't get the.
I can't wait when they get more sanctions to go to Serie A.
They get a European League, but not conference.
All right, we'll see.
Why you don't? So you don't think? How many points are they from 4th right now?
Listen,
14.
I don't know what Allegri say. With 65, 71 points, you get to the Champions League. So he's 57 points left, right? You want to give it, even you give it 45 to Juventus, to lose 12, he's going to get this to what? 67.
Yeah, so he's not going to make it.
They have to have
a
run. They're not making it.
I mean, listen. If they leave it 15 points, it's a travesty. Like it's stupid. They might as well just send them in Serie B. It's the same bullshit.
Wait, so hold on. Does this affect if they're not top 4? Is Allegri definitely gone?
Well, no. Maybe he gets a pass now because he goes, "Oh, it's not his fault." I don't know.
because the report was if they don't do top 4, he's out. But this is not his fault. So I could see them saying, you know what, he didn't get a fair chance. Get him back.
And isn't there? Did I misunderstand? Isn't there still a second thing they're looking at?
Yeah, wages.
The salaries that they deferred.
So is there a chance they're going to lose more? So this one was what? This was the fake, the plus minus.
Yeah,
Bruce Valanche.
How could you take? Okay, like that is done throughout the sport.
Yeah.
So how? Hey, you know what? I believe in Juventus. Okay, he's going to make it point.
Yeah, are you saying? Is he laughing? Why are you saying that?
Yeah, if they play like against Atalanta, believe me,
they're not.
But no. My question is, how can you take points away from anyone? The entire sport is based on theoretical
values of players. Can I give you an example of their books? Their books were X player is worth $20 million. They don't even have a person's name next to it. That's what their books look like.
Yeah.
They have their evidence was so terrible.
So was this more based because they're a public company?
Yes, that's part of it too.
Or from a sports side?
No, that's part of it too. That they're publicly traded. So
it should be
from a sports side. They all do that shit, right? Barcelona did it with us with what's his name?
Arthur,
right? Like they all do it. So my point is, like, if it's part of the sport, don't take it away from anyone.
So that was Daddy's point. He was saying that's fine, but you got to catch the other teams too. It's bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but when the judge loves Inter, this is what happens.
Your Honor, we need a 9-point reduction. No, you're going to get 15 and you're going to like it.
All right, we got to move on. I got to go to the
look at the game, Inter Milan, the Coppa Italia, 3-0. And they, the Inter, beautiful team. No, Milan didn't play well at all. Leao and Hernandez, which are the best, they didn't do nothing.
Can we get Uncle Attilio on the podcast?
It's a relative.
Okay. All right, we're moving on. Predictions from last week. We all did freaking shit.
Well, the one game didn't happen, though.
Yeah, one game didn't happen yet, but Frank got the Fiorentina-Torino game right? That's wrong.
Oh, wait. Then I did that wrong, actually. He had 0 points. I'm the only one who got something right.
Yeah.
I picked Torino 1-0 over Fiorentina, so I gained 2 points on everyone.
Yeah, no one else got points, so I'm not even going to
I got nothing.
And didn't we pick 8 games?
No, we only picked 4 games. There was 1 week a game.
Yeah.
That's a terrible week for us.
Very bad. Hopefully no one listened to us.
It's like awesome.
Moving on to the fixtures for round 20. If anyone doesn't know, we do pick 4 games. We score each other. If you get the game right, you get 1 point. If you get the game exactly right, they score, you get 2 points. So the fixtures for round 20, try to listen and pay attention. We have Bologna versus Spezia.
Wait, hold on real quick. The games are Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Just to help out.
Okay. Bologna versus Spezia. Lecce versus Salernitana. Empoli versus Torino. Cremonese versus Inter. Atalanta versus Samp. Milan versus Sassuolo. Juventus versus Monza. That's a loss. Lazio versus Fiorentina. Napoli versus Rome. And Udinese versus Verona.
All right, a couple good games.
Yeah, not many.
Let's start with Lazio-Fiorentina. Because Lazio has less time rest, right? Because they're playing tomorrow. But they're home. They probably won't have Immobile still. Fiorentina is not playing good.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you guys think?
2-2.
I still think Lazio wins 1-0.
I say 2-1 Fiorentina.
Look at that.
I say 2-1 Lazio.
Did we all have different answers?
Yeah, and I said 1-0 Lazio.
So at least somebody got one right.
Yeah, that's true. All right. I kind of want to do Empoli-Torino. Is that dumb?
No.
Empoli's home.
I don't really care about it, and I'm not going against Vicario, so 1-0 Empoli.
1-0 Torino.
2-1 Empoli.
2-1 Torino.
Okay.
That game got draw written all over it, by the way.
It does.
Yeah.
You want Napoli-Rome, right?
Yeah, Napoli-Rome we have to pick.
Napoli's home.
They're different with the ball, I'll say that.
They
really are. He's playing amazing. He's playing really good.
3-1 Napoli.
2-2.
I think Rome's defense is going to have hell in this game. I think they're going to be terrible. I'm saying 4-1 Napoli.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm gonna say 3-2 Napoli.
I don't think Rome gets 2 goals against them.
Right.
And then we have Juventus Monza, who they just beat in the Italian Cup. The redemption from the loss earlier in the season, right?
Barely, but yeah, Frank is right. Barely
beat. Chiesa had a beautiful goal to save them.
Juventus is home.
Monza did beat them the first game of the season. The first time they played.
3-1 Juventus.
You're nuts.
3-1 Juventus.
I'm with him. I'm with him. Juventus is winning 2-1.
1-1.
2-0 Juventus.
All right. Anything else you guys want to talk about? Because we're over an hour for some reason.
Allegri out.
Right.
Maybe. I want to know the judge's name. That's all I want.
Yeah.
So I don't look that up. Seriously. See where he's from.
Why do I think he owns part of Inter?
I think Daddy just quit in the middle of it.
Is the judge
Daddy just left.
Is the judge Berti, who used to play with Inter?
Yes.
All right. So since one host just left, we're gonna wrap it up. Catch us every week, Monday around 9:00 on Twitch, Eastern time. Thanks for listening. If you like what you hear, give us a like, give us a follow. Have a good night.
Good night, fellas.
Bye.
Bye.